about the Blueprint Live. Be sure to follow our amazing sponsors, Fiya Infusion, Tax Strategy, Ask Blue Jay, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, and Black Dollar Days. And be sure to tune into our other programming throughout the week. All right, y'all, let's get it.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey, man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening in? What's happening in? Ow! It's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Ow! Hey, man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Ow! Fabo!
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Gary P, the DJ of Boot Camp Radio. You're tuned in right now to Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. Let's go.
Y'all gonna be missing more. Never
Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Let's go.
Fuck the municipals, assuming we're all criminals. Protect
Get your cup.
minimal. The places
We got a lot to talk about.
It's
going down tonight.
While talking on medicinal, living at the special.
Y'all know I had to open it up to my boys Chai's Up. Yes. It's one of my favorite songs by them, y'all. I can't get enough of it. I got some red wine. What do you all have in your cup? I need to know.
Try me like the rest. To this I must confess. I'll black out any minute and personify invincible.
Y'all come on in. The water's fine. Get your drink. We got a lot to cover. Who's in the comments right now? Hello, Tracy. Hey, girl. Hey, Tracy. You know, I just had to jam out real quick. Happy Thursday and welcome back to another Blueprint Live. Okay, I'm so excited to be back tonight. I've got a very exciting show, y'all. Okay, so my first guest is backstage, and I have like a whole little thing. But before we jump into that, first, I've got to welcome you. If you are looking to advertise on the Blueprint Live, make sure you hit me up at thebpmediaco.com. Okay, so throughout the show, you're going to see a few commercials from my amazing sponsors and some other businesses that want to advertise and they want you to see what they have going on. So make sure that you check it out and follow all of my sponsors and all of our partners. Okay. If you like the song that I opened up to tonight, that was Above by my good friends Chai's Up. It's available on all streaming platforms. So y'all make sure y'all support my boys. They are right out of the Chicagoland area and they are doing it big. Okay. Drop those businesses in the comments. If you're a business owner or you have a friend, a family member, a coworker, anybody that you know that's trying to promote their business or anything that they have going on, I need you to drop that in the comments. Okay. And of course, we can't go any further without shouting out the sponsors, honey. Shout out to Fiya Infusions, Lavish Looks, of course, by MzMetchi, Black Dollar Days, and Tax Strategy. Okay, it's tax time. I need y'all to file y'all taxes. Okay, we're not pulling the Wesley Snipes, no shade, but for real, we're not evading our taxes. If you don't have a tax preparer, I need you to hit up my sponsor, Tax Strategy. Okay, they're gonna take very good care of you. Tonight, I'm going to play you all a clip of some BS that I heard earlier. And I'm just going to put the title up there, but I'm going to let you know it's going to be triggering. Topic of the day. Are high learning women unattractive? I meant to put unattractive, so I'm going to take that off real quick. Boop, that was a blooper. But that's going to be the topic. When I played this video for you all, I want you all to hear it. And I want to know if you think that it's as ludicrous as I think that it is. It's also from another fellow podcaster. So I'm just like, it draws a really gray line. And I want to talk about it on tonight's topic. But first off, I want to welcome my first guest for tonight. I was connected with Shronda Armstrong. She is my guest that's coming on. I was connected with her through Antoine Wright. our good friend of the show, and of the Blueprint Media Company, and he's with Apex Couture, and he told me how dope she was. And this is the thing, typically whenever I connect with someone, I'm like, I'm gonna go and follow them on social media and do everything. But when she sent me everything that she does and what she is doing for women, for everyone, but specifically her outreach as far as the women, I was just like, she has to come on the show. I'm like, these are the type of guests and the type of special guests that I want to have talking about what they're doing. So without further ado, I'm going to bring her in. If you're ready, girl, can I get a thumbs up? Okay, you can see me. Let me go ahead and bring her in. Shronda, welcome.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday. Happy to be here. I was so flattered by that introduction. I'm like, oh, wow, this lady sounds great.
Girl, you look at the end of the look, sis, I see you. Okay. I see you. And I'm really, I've been excited to talk to you. We connected a few months ago, like I was telling them, through my good friend Antoine. And he knows you too. So it's just like, we definitely have that in common. But when I read about you and I went to your site, I said, she is the bomb.com. I'm for real. So, I want to get into it because you have a little bit of a story. And, for those that don't know, that are tuning in, she's an entrepreneur, a blogger, and the host of the Q Chat podcast. Okay. So you got 3 things that you got going on, and a speaker, and you're a speaker.
Yeah.
Tell you got to start it off. I usually try to have my guests share their journey of how they started off and how they've gotten to what they've got going on now. So can you tell us what was the first moment that you really stepped into entrepreneurship?
Well, actually 3 years ago to this month, March of 2019, I was working in corporate America. I was doing well a little bit. Like I had just won awards at my job and stuff, but I was extremely unhappy. I was the only minority in my department.
Oh my goodness.
And it was just a lot going on. I just felt really drained. I would dream about my job. Like every morning I wake up and I'd be like, I'm stuck here. Right. I just had this overwhelming sense of anxiety with my job. Like sometimes I'd pull in the parking lot to work and like I'd start feeling a difference in how I was breathing because I was just like dreading being there. So long story short, I ended up writing a Facebook post one Sunday. Okay, I just celebrated the anniversary like last week on March the 3rd, 2019.
I saw that.
You're right. I just wrote a Facebook post just encouraging single women, right? Just saying, hey, you're the privilege, you're the prize, you're the package. Let people understand, it's the privilege to be with you. Okay. So I didn't wear t-shirts like talking about the time, but I had like a light bulb moment. Like, you should put that on a shirt, girl. So I was like, I'm just gonna put it on a shirt, right? I, didn't have any like huge thoughts about this. So I put it on a shirt, and people actually wanted to wear the shirt. So I was just like, okay. I made a few $100s. You'd have thought like I had hit the jackpot. I'm like, mama.
That feels good though. You can't deny that. Like when you get them first big sales, when you are actually
that is yours.
It feels good. Yeah.
Right. So I was already, feeling down about this job. So I was just like, one day something literally told me, today is the day that you finally put in your 2 weeks, because this had been on my mind for months. Okay. And at that job, they also would always tell me about my energy. They like, your energy is so great. Like they would push me to talk to people, major accounts, but weren't giving me the money behind it or the titles that I should have naturally earned. And I'm like, girl, you gotta like get out of this, right?
That's right.
So I did leave that job, tried the same industry with another job for a few months, and I realized it was a lot of different things. I'm like, I am not cut for this. I really need to take the things that I've learned and see if I can step out on my own. So I stepped out on faith officially July 2019. I'd already started the Go Queen shirts. And I'm like, I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have anything mapped out, but spiritually, mentally, physically, I just had to walk away. So a few months later, August of 2019, I'm like, I want people to know the message behind these shirts, because I had started another shirt just saying, go love yourself. And I'm like,
I love that though. That phrase is everything.
That is my slogan, go love yourself. So I
Okay.
was like, well, if I just tell people go love yourself and go clean, you the privilege surprise in the package, and don't tell them my background with it, I'm like, I'm not really making a huge impact. So I was
That's
like,
right.
hey, I listen to podcasts every morning when I'm driving. I'll start one. Once
Yeah.
again, at the time, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to stream my podcast, anything.
Girl, I
I
feel
started in
like you
August
telling my
2019. By
story.
December of 2019, I only
Yeah.
had like 4 episodes. I didn't know what I was doing, but then COVID came and everything shifted and changed. I started getting bombarded with people that wanted to talk. So I got a chance to just put out the message, and the show took over. And now I
Yeah.
have the platform where I am able to tell people the self love message. Make sure you
That's
love
right.
yourself. Apply self love in every aspect of your life so you can have a better life.
And I wanted to, I definitely, as a fellow podcaster, I wanted to ask you, um, we curate our shows, right? Every
Right.
week or every other week, whatever frequency that you do. And I always, my guest, Shronda, always have to pick a favorite something. So
Yeah.
I know that you've covered a range of topics and everything, but what can you tell me about a show that was like super notable for you that like it sticks out in your mind of all the ones you've recorded?
Well, I could get deep because I have had some ones that I felt made a real impact. I did one
Okay.
about WAP, but my WAP was Women Are Protected. I did that, that was a
Mm,
standout one for me that I did alone.
okay.
I also like to talk about mental health. We had an influx of suicides a few months ago. I had a
Yeah.
Black male therapist. We talked about that. But to be honest, besides that, because those are some ones that stand out to me because,
Hmm.
I try to deliver a message with my episodes.
That's right.
I also like talking to celebrities, and I
Yes.
personally reached out to Raheem Devine only because, like, I'm a fan of his. I still listen
Girl.
to his first album. So I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through IG one Sunday. I saw he had the little button with an email on it. I was like, I'm just going to email him. And they emailed me back like the next day. They were like, yeah, he's interested. And I was like,
That's
so
amazing. That's
that's a
amazing.
big
He's
thing
such
for
a
me, just because as a personal standpoint,
that's right.
I'm a fan of his. So the fact that I
Yeah,
got to talk to him was like, you know,
I know. Them celebrity interviews, they do hit different. Like I'm
yeah.
not even gonna lie to you. I had 112 on the show, and
Hmm.
I was just like, I was like, this, I have made it. I have arrived.
Right.
It feels really good. It
It
does.
does.
So I wanted to know from you, with doing the motivational speaking too, what are like, I always want to know from motivational speakers, like, what are some of the things that you personally speak about to kind of make an
Mhm.
impact?
Well, with me, I am transparent. I always tell people I've never met a stranger. Like I'm an open person, very transparent. So with me, the motivational speaking really just
Mhm.
stems from me talking about myself, not in a narcissistic way, but talking. I
Yeah.
think, okay, so this is how I feel like some people miss messages, right? Let's say,
Hmm.
like, for example, some people don't really rock with church, right? Because sometimes
Okay.
you get like maybe pastors or pious people that, oh, you need to be this, but they don't tell you the backstory.
That's
Me,
right.
I tell people the backstory. I didn't always have confidence. I didn't always say go love yourself. I wasn't
Yeah.
always like feeling a particular way. I have dealt with depression in the past. I was in a very abusive marriage in the past. I didn't
Mhm.
always love myself. I didn't always value myself.
That's
So
right.
after a series of me doing the work to self heal,
That's right.
I offer that to other people now. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So I tell you how I healed those wounds, and it's still a work in progress. But that is how my most motivational speaking works, because I feel like
Yeah.
just tell people how you got some healing. How you
That's
were
right.
able to get to some peace, and people connect with that. So
Those
for
are the
me, the
best
motivational
speakers.
speaking is just to tell people my
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, those are the best speakers to me, where it's just like, you really feel like you can connect to their story and what
Right.
it is that they're bringing to the table. And I mean, it's just been some times where I've been at certain events and there's a speaker and you just become very captivated because they're real, raw, and uncut, and they're really
Right.
letting you know how it is versus, I don't know if from your experience, if you kind of ran into it, but just different speakers where you like, I'm not connecting with the message.
Hmm.
And so yeah, no, I think that that's great because people will tell me all the time, they're like, you should get into it. I'm like, no, I was like, that is a craft. People
Yeah.
have a way, professional speakers, they have a way of doing it that I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ready yet.
Yeah, no, I understand. I fell into it, and
Yeah.
that's when I knew that I had a destiny to leave what I was doing in an industry that I didn't even go to school for. I just fell
Yeah.
into it. It was a check,
That's
and I'm like, I'm sleeping on talent for for me doing something that I didn't even have a passion behind. I didn't even, I didn't go to college for this, So I'm like,
yeah.
I gotta follow my passion. And I do like connecting with people.
That's right.
I do have a gift for speaking with people, and I had to finally take ownership of that.
Okay.
It's gotten me to a point where I am satisfied that I built my own career. It's not easy. I do
Yeah.
not glamorize entrepreneurship to people. I think sometimes people glamorize it too much, but it's
Yeah.
hard. You're
It's
gonna have
difficult.
some hard days. It's not built for the weak, but for me personally, it was meant to be.
Well, what's coming up for you? Well, how can we support you?
Well, if you go to my website, and I have a bunch of different domains that leads to the same website, so I'll make it simple and give the easiest one, which is theqchat.com. If you go to that website, you'll see all the different things I have going on. I do have apparel. I am actually going to be having, this is an exclusive. I'm telling
Oh,
you, so
you
your
know we
audience is
love
going to hear this.
exclusives.
I actually have a print magazine that is dropping very soon called
Okay.
Queen Vision. And Queen Vision is going to be great. I will be featuring people. There'll be ad opportunities. There'll be blogs. There'll be features. The feature cover for the first edition will be Miss Ayana Beam from BET's Trap Queen series. I
Okay.
interviewed her a few months ago. Her interview has been one of my highest rated YouTube videos. We have over 13,000 views as of now, maybe 14.
Yes.
And she's just a gracious person. Her story of coming from the bottom and redeeming herself. So the
Yeah.
article is already set, so that will be coming out soon. So stay
That's
tuned. But definitely go
exciting.
to theqchat.com to connect. I actually have a virtual group that I'm creating. So if people just go to that website and sign up, you can connect with different people all over. And you may be
Okay.
at a crossroads where you too want to step out on faith
That's
and
right.
be an entrepreneur, or just talk to some other people and get some information on how you can follow your dreams and find your purpose. You can do that. Just come to my website,
Yeah.
www.theqchat.com.
Okay. And you know what? I've had the other one. I had the one that you sent me. So I put the with your name. But no, we'll definitely be sharing
They
all
all
of
the
that information.
same.
You say it's gonna all go there. Well, look, before you go, let them know how they can follow you and then how they can also listen to the show.
Okay, so the Q Chat, I do drop brand new episodes every single Tuesday. I am considering dropping 2 a week because I have a lot of good content coming up. I just interviewed somebody off the Disney Channel. I'm about to interview somebody off Growing Up Hip Hop. So I'm excited, and it's not all about celebrities. I do also interview authors with some great content. And everything
Okay.
does fall into self-love. But if you do just go to theqchat.com, I have all my links. It'll lead you to my LinkedIn, IG, Facebook,
You got
TikTok,
everything.
everything. So just go to
Yes.
thekeychat.com. I swear it has every single link you can find to connect with me.
Well, look, I'm so excited that you were able to stop on by the Blueprint Live. And, I wish you much continued success with everything moving forward with the podcast, your speaking. I know that great things are coming from you, Queen. So thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. It's been my pleasure to be on your platform, and I love your energy.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, look, we're going to talk soon. And when you got some more stuff coming back, I'll tell everybody y'all got to come back.
Yes. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Have a good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You too.
Y'all, it's lit. Okay. Make sure you all go and follow Miss Shronda Armstrong. Okay. She is the Go Queen. I am going to take a quick little break. And when I come back, I have tonight's Hated and Loved. Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in. Reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it. Hey y'all. Okay, so look, Hate It and Love It real quick because I got my second guest, y'all. I'm excited about this. First off, shout out to my FluentRadio family. Gra, gra, gra. Okay, I saw Lady in the comments. Okay, Miss Lady Fluent. Before I get into tonight's Hate It and Love It. First off, did y'all drop those businesses? I'm gonna get in these comments real quick because I did miss a few. My auntie said your hair is pretty. Thank you. I have some comments on that. That's a part of tonight's Hate It and Love It. Toy said he got his Hennessy. Hey y'all make sure y'all go and support him. He is delicious delight eatery. Okay, go and follow my friend Toy. We go all the way back. What's up, James? And F Services is in the building. Okay, y'all make sure y'all hit him up. He got the party buses, baby. He got the transportation. Do you need to get to the airport? Do you need to get to the party? And F Services got you all the way. Hey, Miss Lady, she said the hair. Y'all liking the hair? Y'all, again, that's part of my hated it. Let me tell y'all. My auntie said that she's having tea. Okay, girl, put a little hit off in it. We know y'all like Corbell. Yes, no, she was great. Shronda was great. Thank y'all so much for dropping those businesses in the comments. So look, I'm gonna get into it real quick. So let me just say this. First off, thank you all, for the comments on the hair. I'm absolutely, of course, loving my hair. I always love my hair, but people think that because you wear weave that you don't really like rock with your hair like that. I'm like, no, I keep my stuff nice. It's nice and healthy. People be surprised. I'm just like, you might see me with some weave. It might be 26 inches one day. It might look like this. It might be straight. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of that, so I did the curls and did all that other stuff myself, because I do know how to do my own hair. However, I wanted to get like a wash and blowout, get my ends clipped real quick, whatever. So Saturday, I decided to pull up on them. I pulled up on them on Mina's in Matteson, Illinois. Okay, Matteson, excuse me, let me say it right. In Matteson, Illinois. Matteson. The people be tripping if you don't say it right. It's Matteson. Matteson. I went to Matteson, Illinois. Okay, so yeah, I stopped at Mina's. But let me tell y'all, they are my love it this week. They my love it. Okay, let me tell you why. I was in and out of that place with this thick ass hair in 59 minutes. Do you hear? 59 minutes. Okay. At 7:51, I got out of my vehicle. I walked inside of the Mina's at Matteson, Illinois. Okay. And I was washed, conditioned, blow dried, flat ironed, ends clipped, hair slightly curled because he did like a light feather, but I'm like, baby, this hair is natural. This hair is giving real 4C because my natural hair, I'm all natural. It is 4C. It's coiled up. You got to pull it through. 59 minutes. I got back in my car at 8:41. I was like, no. It was 8. No, it was 8. Yeah. Baby, it was 59 minutes. And I couldn't believe it. I literally sat in the car. I looked at the time. I was like, I started checking my watch and my phone and all the other stuff. So shout out to them. They are my love it this week. Okay. They got the party started. I like to curl my hair a certain type of way. I be real funny about that. So I had to come home and, do a little razzle dazzle myself. But I'm going to need y'all to stop thinking that like people that wear like weave and shit, that they don't have no hair. I'm like, who told y'all that? It's a protective style, just like if y'all get braids or do whatever. Like it's the same thing. Okay. It's the same thing. He said, LOL, for real, for real. She said it's long too. Yes, it is. Mr. Fluent is in the building. He said, oh shit, edges. You get on my nerves. Hell no. She said, where they at? Where they at? So, okay, that's the first one. So my second love it for this evening is gotta be I took some time. Anthony and I over the weekend we watched the Genius trilogy on Kanye West on Netflix. And y'all, okay, I know in the past we have said different things. It's a lot of things in the community about Mr. Kanye West or Ye Yeezy, whatever you call him in your neck of the woods. I was completely enthralled with this documentary. I really, really was. I felt I was rooting for him. I was silently rooting for that man and didn't even know it, it was just absolutely amazing. I would say to check it out. I can't think of the name right now of the other documentary, the one that they did with Michael Jordan and all them. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. It just aired last year, whatever. This particular documentary was up there with that, and I mean, I loved that. I love seeing the dynamic between him and his mother. It made me miss my own mom. You know what I'm saying? So I was just sitting there and I was like vibing through the entire thing and just, seeing his story, and it really motivated me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just, I'm already a motivated person, but it's like, stay in there when you feel like it's getting hard, when you feel like you're getting those doors closed or whatever the case is, keep going. That's the message that I took from his documentary. And I mean, I'm not like no hardcore, like it's all about Kanye. I'm not like that about anybody but Drake. And anybody that knows me, I'm like, I'm capping for Drake every time. Everybody just had their own artist that they do that for, but he wasn't one of them. But I'm like, after that documentary, I was literally rooting for that man. I'm like, I want you to win at all expenses. Okay. So needless to say, that was pretty much it. My only hated it is, MzMetchi hate to see the people airing out their own dirty laundry on social media. I hate it. Because they come back a couple weeks later and they be like, y'all being nosy and stop inboxing me, asking me for stuff. And I'm just like, you put it out on the internet and you got people speculating about your situation. I literally saw it. A girl a few days ago had aired out all her shit, y'all. Like, it was bad. And then came back a couple days later, like, stay up on my business. I'm like, but you, okay. I hate to see it. So that's my hated for this week. Stop airing your stuff out. Get you a therapist, baby. Call your friend, call a family member, talk to your significant other, talk to Jesus, talk to whoever you pray to. But stop putting your stuff on, stop putting it on the Facebook. We want to see it, but we don't want to see it. We grab our popcorn, but we don't grab our popcorn. Okay. So that's it for tonight's Hate It and Love It. I have, y'all want to know what's going on backstage? I have my second special guest. I got Mr. Jaiv Ru backstage. Hey, Jaiv Ru. Hey, I'm gonna bring him in. If you ready, can I get a thumbs up? If you ready. Okay, hold on. I'm about to bring him in now. I'm so excited. Look, he got here all early. We love when the guests get here early. Okay, like let's do it. But hold on, I'm gonna set you up real good. We can't have you not come on with the right thing. Jaiv Ru, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening?
Happy Thursday.
Oh yeah, same to you.
Look, I'm excited to have you on the show. For those that don't know, okay, if you haven't been following me this week, I have Jaiv Ru joining me. Okay, he is a Boss Fluent and a FluentRadio recording artist. Okay, entrepreneur. Because I saw you had some merch too.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. We get into all that. I got a lot going on.
Okay, we got to get into it. So this is the thing. This is what I want to know. I of course, I try to look at everyone that comes on the show and make sure that we can touch on everything that you got going on. I wanted to know because I was a little bit confused. Did you start with music or did you start with entrepreneurship?
Nah, this all like really been pushed through the music or whatever.
Okay.
Just like you find the plant down and then grow off that. So like all this started with the music. It was just like the more I've been doing it and get like further into it and read more on different things, it's a lot of other money and a lot of other avenues to collect off of just this. Like you put so many, one thing you just put it in 3 different spots and all those spots can collect. The same way you got like the digital or whatever part of it. So the YouTube and then the streaming. That's one part. Then you have the merch. So that's the next part.
Okay.
And then the paid shows, that's the third part. So them part, that's all just for the music. You know what I'm saying? That's just one line of business.
Look, well, I was listening to the music earlier. Okay. I listened to it a little bit early this week, but I was listening to it earlier. So I want to, some of your fans may know you because you went by Rari when you first started.
Yeah, correct? Right. Yeah. That's been a recent, like, in the more reading and more legal stuff like that. It's a producer that go by that name or whatever. And I done had a few people reach out like, oh, is this you? Like, nah, like I put them lyrics on them beats though, check mine too. But yeah, so I ended up going with Jaiv Ru, which is I got two dead homies, one of my cousins, one of my guys, but my man's, he used to make beats. My man's Javier. So that's where the J come from in it. You know what I'm saying? And then Ru is my cousin, Russell Ruski. You will hear that in the music, you know what I'm saying, or whatever like that. So I just took them and then boom, that ain't nobody's but mine. So yeah,
I
let's
love
go
that.
forward.
And I thank you for, just sharing it, because, as essentially you as an artist, you as the artist are the brand, right? And there are things that kind of happen along the way in our journeys that, a lot of other people wouldn't have shared that detail, like, hey, this was somebody else that had this, so I thank you for your transparency.
Yeah, I mean, because that's what it be though. It's like, rather than running into some simple legal trouble, like even with clearing beats, it's just a lot of business, you know what I mean? Like it's expensive, you know what I mean? When you talking about 45 an hour to record and
That's right.
just all the different little, money you get to spend, and you be trying to see something back if you really like, in it, like I'm in it.
That's right. That's right. Now, when you first started, naturally you've been doing music for a while, but when was like the start for you where you like, look, I gotta go in the studio, I need to record, like this is it?
I got really serious like maybe like 2017. I had ran into some trouble or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Once I came from up under that, I just had really just like man, what you gonna do? Like,
that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So I laid into it. We dropped a Bag Talk the Recipe. That was 2 years ago in July. It's still streaming everywhere. Got videos to that on YouTube.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Like I said, working on the new stuff now. You got the new single Drip, which is on the It's Goldie Baby mixtape, which I linked up with them when I went down in Houston.
I heard it.
They
It's
wanted some
fine.
networking. Yeah. So we went down there and it was up. So I just took every resource, the producers I met down there, and the artists, like all them people I still keep in touch with. Like we talk like you know what I'm saying, once a week, twice a week, something like that. So it's just, it's a slow build.
You want to give them a sneak peek of Drip?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay,
You wanna do that?
Now, look, do I have your permission? You're not gonna come back and be like, she ain't supposed to be using my sound,
Oh
right?
no, spin that. They could,
Okay. I'm like
we
this.
running, and if they hear it like it, they can run it too.
Okay, because it's available on all streaming platforms. In case you didn't know, go get some Drip in your life, y'all. Let's do it.
I'm like, boo, please. I walk in looking like. Based on my style, it's aquatic. Ask if I'm out of town off a bank. The thing sit up is a top shelf. Homegrown.
It's the beat for me.
Countback got hands fast. Tip along with a whole candy. Make the trips along to feed your whole family. Niggas get money, trip on their whole family. So man, you get like for the arm breaker, kept the rich ice. Kick with a chick, dog is polo only cause it ain't my wife. But you ain't doing it a lot. My focus is my next chest.
Mr. Floyd is in the building. He's for booking. Make sure you contact him on radio. What's up, Lyrical Assassin? Thank you for checking in. Okay. That was whack.
See me lick the list, truth be told, I can't blame it. Trying to explain it. I'm a big gamer. Got a lawyer on retainer. If she got a clog, I can drain it. Keep that waves of ocean on my chest. Place on my wrist. In Cancun, doing Cozumel. Going on the L. Going through it in a blessed will. I walk in the flex. Championship wrestler. I be breaking necks. Not a chiropractor. 40 in the club, eyes got a wet. In the pussy was a trash.
I need the flames.
Neck water in my wrist. Nice. Pulling up, popping fast. Neck gold in my got on, I don't want the bitch. I'm white clean and I'm looking like I woke up to the wall.
I had the Nikes.
I didn't mean to cut it off like that. I was having some technical difficulties. However,
oh no, it's all love. It's all
let
love.
them know where they can find that. Okay, just in case if they didn't hear.
All right, man. I'm gonna do it the best way I know how.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull the phone up. You're gonna type in your music or your Spotify, whatever that is. You feel me? I got some Sue Surf and all that running up. You know what I mean? It's right here. Feel me? Boom. It's Goldie, baby. I'm trying to get the clarity on. Let me see.
It's acting up.
Yeah, we can't really, but it's right there. It's Goldie Baby by Golden Child. This just dropped last month on the 22nd, so it's not even a month old.
Okay.
So I still got a favorite star on there. It done shifted. So if y'all stream, keep that running. But
Okay.
everywhere, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Title, you can name it to play music, is
It's
there,
on there.
guaranteed. You know what I
It's on
mean? Get
there.
at
Hi- Shout out to 83 Leo Productions. So look, tell me about the merch. Like what what's going on with that? I saw some of it. It was looking nice.
Right now, I had dropped a picture of the mock-ups. That's like in a UNC colorway. That's actually coming like that. It is gonna be, a little bit different once the real placement come. But as far as like the hand signs and the paisley,
Okay.
just to touch on that, that's actually a whole colorway that I'm about to do going into the
Okay.
summer called Banging. So
Okay.
what that is like, even with Owl Gang or whatever like that, that's an acronym within, what that is in the title. And it's
Mhm.
optimistic, willing leaders getting all needed grinding. So
Okay.
like when you hear gang or bang or you see twisting up fingers and repping and all that, it's automatically listed at a dark light. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
already negatively associated. But that ain't what this
Okay.
is. Like if you getting all needed grinding, the fact that you may be this gang, that gang affiliated, or this side, that side affiliated, that
Mhm.
just, either everybody terrain, everybody zone where you
Yeah.
king at or where you building from, but
Okay.
it's all the same. So that's gonna be a full colorway that I do. It's gonna be
Okay.
the red paisley with the black rag, it's gonna be yellow paisley with the black rag because
Okay.
this is all of that. We all just trying to get to it.
Okay. Okay. No, I completely understand that. And I mean, now you said that you kind of tip a lot of different hats, that has branched off from music. Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you're looking to get into or that's maybe even coming up? You got some exclusives for us?
Yeah, I'm actually working on a script. I'm actually kind of rewriting one of my favorite hood movies or
Okay.
whatever. So I'm actually working on a script, getting into acting,
Sure.
modeling, what I'm saying, getting into things like that. This stuff that I done, touched around with, but nothing that on like this side of the field, I've, what I'm saying, took a dive in, and I just know like just with placement money, it's so much stuff like on the business side. I could really, explain the chop game with artists and everybody all night, but it's just so many different opportunities, man. If you just
Hmm.
really put yourself in every possible seat that's gonna have a viewing audience, you know what I'm saying? Like if you put
I get
yourself on
that.
display, it's so many, it's man, the money is endless. Like it's endless.
Yeah.
The opportunities is endless. And it's one life. Life is short. You know what I'm saying? So
Why
get
not
up and
do
do
it
what
all
you
if
ain't
you
did.
can?
Yeah, like go see what you can really be known for. Or just go do something, have something else behind your name. Like
Yeah.
take advantage.
So, I mean, as an artist, since you've been out for a while, do you feel like that you've kind of, seen that maybe from other artists that it's like they're not really tapping into their full potential?
Yeah, the game now is fast, and like with music is so exploited. Like being an artist is such an exploited, especially an upcoming artist, like it's such an exploited position. So it's like you don't really you can't just expect to go platinum and then go on tour and be rich. Like that's not gonna get it no more. That's gonna cover some of the bills.
Yeah,
Just like some of the expenses and things like that. So you just gotta you gotta reach out for every grad. You know what I
that's
mean? It's
right.
like if you want the money blower, like the fan going, they blowing it, you gotta grab. It's just like that. You gotta grab as much as you can while it's up there.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Well, I'm looking forward to everything, and it's just like we definitely connected through the Boss Fluent and Fluent Radio family. So, what does it feel like to be a part of the family?
That's been building. That's some like that really started like it's been like 4-5 years now.
Okay.
Way before like Mel and Sam was together even. Like it was just like
Yeah.
me and Mel being strangers, and he called me after a show. He
Okay.
was like, "Yo, what's up?" And I'm a real standoffish person. Like I don't really do people or
Okay.
whatever. So
That's real. That's real.
like, what I'm saying? Like if you coming up and saying like you like my set or you messing with the music, something like that, then cool. That's a
Yeah.
basic interaction. But like when anybody get to coming up talking business, I'll be like who? Like, yeah,
Like,
okay.
ooh.
So yeah, Mel, he kind of like just told me like, bro, just like, you know what I mean? This keep in contact with me. That's all he said. Just keep in touch with me. I got some things coming. And
That's
that
right.
kind of then turned into this. They booked me for a couple ciphers.
Okay.
We did a couple shows. We went out of town, as recent and things like that together. So
Yeah.
it's just been like I said, it's just been a build. So to like kind of have it manifested, like on the first level, signing contracts and
Yeah.
handling that business.
Yeah.
it's refreshing. You know what I mean? I can say that because it's been a while coming. You know what I mean? I've been to hell and back with this music. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? For
That's right.
real.
No, they you know what? For one, they are good people. For we are. They're definitely their partners, but for the most, they are friends. And just
Yeah,
good people. So you definitely you got the team behind you, and look, now you have an extension over here at the Blueprint Live. So whenever you have music coming out, I need you to come back. You send
for
it to
sure.
me.
For sure.
I'm definitely gonna play it. Like we support and want to see you go to the top. You feel me? Like
For
you
sure. For
deserve that.
sure.
Like the music speaks for itself. Like sometimes I
Appreciate
get
it.
people, they send me music, and I have to be honest with you, J. Ru, it's trash. I do.
Yeah.
I'm
It ain't
not.
for everybody.
It's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? I just be like this. Maybe come back with something else. But when I listen to because I listened to some of the old stuff and some of the most recent, I'm like, okay, this go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like this is going,
Appreciate it.
it's on the
Appreciate it.
Blueprint Live, playlist now. So you
For
you
sure.
made it on over.
No, it's all I love. Like one thing with the music, like some of the people that that inspire me, like on a local level, like my brothers and things like that did it, in their years, and then like some of the famous artists, like
Mm-hmm.
I inspire to be refreshed or sound refreshed. Like I want to be innovative and creative and expressive on every song. Like I really want to leave behind a legacy of like dope literature. You know what I mean? When I'm all done with this. So I don't know, I'm in it for a different reason. So it's just like my hunger a little bit different. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I want to be a household name. I don't want to just be one of the guys that's a part of the crew with, some other guys. Like I really want to be him. Like,
That's right.
that's good. Like, yeah, like big dog, for real.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Look, well, you got our support. Now, before I let you go, let them know how they can follow you and how they can listen to your music.
Best way to contact me, if you're trying to contact me about music, is through Instagram. All my pages are pretty much the same. Instagram is OGE_JR89 is displayed at the bottom. My main Facebook, like me, is Rara Lewis. So RARALEWIS. Y'all can tap in. I'm not at 5,000 there, so you can get in now as I'm really doing this, and you can really see it. Snapchat I don't really use. I gotta get into that, and then Twitter is the same as Instagram. I just gotta get on there some more too. But Instagram is where you find me the most. The music, like I said, that project still spinning. It's Bag Talk with 2 G's. The Recipe. Everywhere you streaming. Charge your iPod, earphones, Bluetooth speakers.
Right.
Turn it up.
Hey, look, I'm excited. Like I said, it's on the list. So you definitely you got a new listener and everything. So I just, like I said, I wish you much continued success for everything. And like I said, make sure you come back. I need to get the exclusives, J. Ru.
No, I listen. I was just gonna say I'm a go on and we can, and because I'm sitting on music. I ain't even gonna kid you. Like I'm sitting on music, but it was just like,
why are you sitting on music?
Time.
Why?
You know what I mean? Like time is now. You know what I mean? Like now that this now is the time is now. But I'm sitting on music. I definitely shoot you some joints over. I mean, I rap a tag with you hit you on the inbox on IG.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, it was great chatting with you tonight. I hope you have an incredible rest of your evening. And like I said, I'll see you soon.
Okay, appreciate you for having me on here, love, and the same thing. Enjoy your night.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow. Okay, this is a Boss Fluent and Fluent Radio artist, J. Ru. Okay, he is doing his thing. Y'all make sure y'all go and shop with him. Go and listen to all of his music. What he just told you, whatever platform you listen to music on. See, for me, it's Spotify. Oh, that was a second hated it because Spotify went out this week, and it was a tough time. Okay, but no, you all make sure that y'all follow J. Ru. Okay, he is definitely an artist that you need to get in tune with from here and beyond. So y'all make sure y'all go and do that. Now look, I'm gonna take me a quick little break, and when I come back, I got the what would you do, honey? I got the what would you calling all beauty enthusiasts. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Prima Lash and Beauty Supply. They have trendy lashes, lash supplies, and many products catering to your beauty needs. Shop online at primalashandbeautysupply.com or visit them in store at 755 West 35th Street in Chicago, Illinois. Be sure to follow them on Instagram at Prima Lash and Beauty Bar. And don't forget to subscribe to their mailing list for special discounts, updates, and exclusive news. Hey y'all, so tonight's What Would You Do? It's not too bad. Trust me, it's not too bad. But let's go ahead and get into today's What Would You Do? Well, we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions. Okay, so tonight's What Would You Do? Y'all just listen in because it's a little, well, honey, it's a little long, but let's give this young lady some advice, okay? Let's see. Let's go into it. I grew up in a Black neighborhood and went to an HBCU for undergrad. I've never really been in a culturally diverse environment until I got accepted into grad school. I got accepted into an Ivy League, which holds the #1 program for my discipline, but 50% of the program is Asian Americans. Since being in the program, I found myself clicking the most with Korean students. Oddly enough, because I figured I click more with the Black or African students, but anyway, they're pretty much my social circle and who I hang out with. One of my friends has developed a crush on me and even asked me out. I'm so nervous because I've never dated any men besides Black men. I do like my classmate, but I guess I just have a little anxiety because this is different. He's so nice, and I'm such an a-hole sometimes to men. Wow, that's a lot. And I feel so conscious about my culture because my idea of fun is twerking to trap music. What if he discovers my inner ratchet? I don't want to shock him. Any advice to curb my anxiety? And if you were in my situation, what would you do? Girl, go on a date. Shit. Go have a good time. It's real quick. It's real simple. Go and enjoy yourself. That's the beauty of like when you're dating and you're not dating exclusively, you get to go and like, meet different people. So it's like in this situation, okay, you're single, he's single, y'all vibing, you vibing, he vibing. Go see what it's all about. I mean, has anyone that's tuning in, have you all ever dated interracially? Like, is it that big of a deal? Like, this is not the 60s, y'all. This is not the 1800s or some shit. Like, you're not going to get a lashing if you decide to go and date somebody outside of your race. It's not a big deal. We have to stop making it such a big deal. I'm sorry. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. Yes, MzMetchi is for interracial dating. Do what you feel. Love is love. Like my whole thing is that when people forget, like when you're dating or when you are seriously involved with somebody, it's about having a good relationship with that person and feeling good. And, having greatness kind of come from that particular union. At least that's what it's supposed to be. That I don't think people go into a relationship like, yeah, I want toxicity. Yeah, I want to be cheated on. I want all of this other stuff. Nobody is going into relationships with that attitude. So if you click with somebody and you like them and they just so happen to look different from you, who cares? It's like, does that person treat you well? Do they respect you? Whatever. And then if you go on a date, it's just like you might go on a date and honestly see like, no, we not really into each other the way that we thought we was into each other. And then y'all just remain friends. Like you never know unless you actually go and you take the step and you step out there and go and do it. That's just my opinion though. I have my preferences like anyone else has their preferences. For me, I have dated before. I only had like one interracial dating experience. And it was like, as soon as he like wanted me to meet his mom, he was, Hispanic, and baby, she was just like, why you bring this negative up in here? You know what I'm saying? So it was, that was a little bit like a lot for me, but I ultimately like, I saw myself, being with the Black man. So, I have a Black man, but for me, it's just like, if I hadn't met him or if I met someone else that was, maybe different, I can't say that I wouldn't like go and at least try to see what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like go test it out, I guess. maybe that's not the right terms, but let's see. Hey, Lady Fluent, she said that was dope. Yes. Shout out to Miss Lady Fluent. Okay, a Fluent Radio. Boss Fluent. It's an ENT, baby. It's lit. So it said, well, I'm in a relationship. Before I was in a relationship, my preference clearly are my indigenous queens. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. So like, I understand everyone has their preferences of what it is that they want, but it's like, if you are kind of liking this person and they're liking you or whatever the case is, it's just like, are you, it's an interest there. So why not at least just like see it through and just be like, okay, let's see what's up, versus just being like, nah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this because they don't look like me. And I'll be honest with you. I'm going to say something that's going to be a little controversial. I feel like that, sometimes maybe Black women may, feel a little bit more on edge about dating outside of their race versus like Black men. Like, I feel like Black men are a little bit more like open to it. They like white women, Latina women. They like, women from all over, women of Asian descent, whatever. They like what they like. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I just don't feel that it's really that big of a deal to like be having anxiety over it. I mean, I don't know. He said, move with your heart. Something is gravitating towards that person. You always to yourself, you owe it to yourself to at least try and see where it leads. Life is meant to be lived. My point exactly. Go live your best life. What's the worst that can happen? You go on a date with somebody that's already your friend, that you already been like, engaged in as far as like communication, and you're saying that the vibe is cool with this person. Why not go and explore it? So for tonight's What Would You Do? I'm moving with what Toy said, okay? Like, just go on the date. Go and enjoy yourself and see where it goes. I feel like some of those times where people just kind of like step out their comfort zone, that ends up being the love of their life. So, we rooting for you, girl, okay? That's what I would do. Go on a date. go and enjoy yourself and have you a good time, okay? Have you a real good time. Now, y'all already know what time it is. Okay. We got a few stories that we got to cover. Ooh, it was a little crazy out here in the streets.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
So, y'all, a weird story that I was following, and let me call it by saying weird because I know that it is weird, and I'm okay with that. Okay. I'm totally okay with that. Remember a couple weeks ago in the What's Happening, What's Up segment, I told you all about the gentleman that he was ineligible for a heart transplant. So they did basically like a risky procedure where they took a pig's heart, an actual pig, the animal, and they performed a transplant to save his life and to also test to see if this was a viable, solution, I guess. It all is weird to me, but a viable solution for those that are in need of a heart transplant that they're not able to get it immediately. So this week I saw it, and like I said, I had remembered the story because it was just so like, it was odd to me. I had never even known that was something that they were even attempting to do, let alone had performed the surgery when I reported it a few weeks ago. But he passed 2 months after the groundbreaking experience, y'all, like the experiment. So he just passed away. So he was able to live for those 2 months after he had that heart transplant. He had a pig's heart implanted into where his heart is supposed to go. And he lived for 2 months after that. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So the guy's name is David Bennett. So, first off, rest in peace. It's so horrible that he was not able to be eligible for a heart in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's very unfortunate. And but I definitely wanted to like follow up and tell you all about that, because I was like, man, I'm like, what the hell? Lady Fluent said, oh my OMG, the fact that he lived for 2 months after the transplant was amazing. Kind of gross, but yeah, that, I mean, and it's just, let's call it a spade. Let's call a spade a spade. It's weird as hell. It's weird. Why? Yeah, Auntie Tracy, yeah, they did. Wow is my response too. He lived for 2 whole months after that. Like, that's one of those things, you hear about operations where it's like people don't make it through. I was just like, man, that one seemed like it was really, really out there. Like, it was super out there. So yeah, that's that. She said hella weird. Lady Flo said hella weird. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is. So next up in what's happening, what's up? So you all know Brittany Griner. She is the U.S. Olympic basketball gold medalist. Okay, she is the one. Okay, she's doing her thing, but right now she's in a little bit of trouble in Russia, and the U.S. is in fear that she is being used as a political pawn. Okay, they got her ass on TV, y'all, over there in Russia. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. I'm concerned as a U.S. citizen. I'm concerned as just another Black woman. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about her well-being over there. I'm just like, this girl, please stay strong. I'm really praying that she can get back over here to the U.S. and then, deal with it on the home turf, what was going on. I mean, when we think about the fact that she got popped for the illegal substances, the marijuana and all that other stuff, cannabis oil and everything. I mean, these are things that are legal over here. We got to remember that when we go to other countries and we're going as a tourist or we're going to handle business, you are a visitor. We have to be informed about where we're going and the things that you can and cannot do. Okay. Like for me, like I know like in Dubai, there are certain rules. You have to be covered up and doing all that other stuff or whatever the case is. I respect it enough to love it and adore a certain place from afar. I don't need to go and visit. I don't need to go and do that. But you got to know what you're getting yourself into when you go out of the country like that. You got to know what's going to get you popped off and what's not. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel really, really horrible that happens. And I pray that she gets back safely, because that is a scary. Right now is the wrong time to be stuck over there. It's going all the way down. Okay. So pray for her and the situation. Okay, that's what's going on. That's what's happening in the streets. Today, I ended up hearing about Nick Cannon's show. Y'all remember he had his own talk show. It got canceled, so they're gonna be like wrapping up filming, and then they'll be playing past episodes all the way through May. But what I really loved as far as with Nick Cannon, he gets a lot of flack for so many things, but he handled the show ending very gracefully. And that was something that definitely stuck out to me. So, he's just like, this is show business, you guys. This is what happens. But like, basically, you're still going to continue to see him. So Nick Cannon had been through some things. Baby, Nick Cannon had a lot going on. He had a lot going on. So y'all make sure that y'all keep him in his thoughts. Keep him in his thoughts, y'all thoughts, my thoughts, all of that. We gotta keep Nick Cannon, protect him at all costs. He got a lot of kids out here. Okay, we need him to be intact. Okay. Congress today gave the final approval. Well, not today, on Monday, they gave the final approval to legislation that would make lynching a federal hate crime in the United States. And it's crazy that it's 2002 and that this is just now happening, but it's very notable because unfortunately it's something that is still going on within certain communities, or at least thought about in some capacity by those that may not really like certain people. Okay, so yeah, the fact that they passed that is just like, but y'all a little bit too late. So that's what's happening and what's up tonight. Okay, it's absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'm going to take a quick break before I get into tonight's topic. Okay. I got to get everything queued up for the video, but I'll be right back and let's get into it tonight. Let's definitely get it.
Tax season is among us. Make sure that you get with the pros at Tax Strategy to help you limit your tax liability and help you get back the maximum refund that you and your family deserve. Visit www.yourtaxstrategy.info for more information on setting up an appointment and getting the ball rolling on your taxes this year. Let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
So I was telling you all about how I saw this really, this video that was really, really upsetting. And I wanted us to talk about it because I felt like I want to hear what you all have to say. So the topic of the day is going to be, are high learning women and earning women, it's earning women. Everything is wrong tonight. High earning women, are they less attractive? Okay. I want to play this audio for you all. So I need you all to listen in of what this guy said, because I thought it was BS.
I got a good job. I make very, very good money. And she says, the only thing I need now is a man. It's like, yo, it's like, who wants you? Who wants you? You're right. Like, once you have achieved these things, you have unfortunately disqualified yourself.
Ooh,
and
shit.
And what it is these, because this is the thing. I'm not blaming
the women are gonna hate him for that shit.
No,
they're gonna hate him for that. I can't wait to put this shit out.
Did y'all hear what he said? He said that women, so that they've achieved so much in their life, who's gonna want them? I was like, wow. I'm like, who hurt you? Who hurt you? What? What are you doing? Like, who hurt you that you feel the need to sit up there and say something like that? Did y'all hear what he said? It was a little bit too much for me. Like, let me get in these comments real quick. She said, wow. Yeah, it's like, for me, I guess, like, in my lifetime, you know, I mean, I've been with my husband, we coming up on 11 years of being together. But before him, you know, I dated, and I just felt like that the men that I talked to, or whatever the case is, they like boss chicks. You feel me? Like, they like the woman that is just like this. You not just sitting on your butt, you know, waiting for somebody. And I'm gonna need y'all to back up off Kim Kardashian too, because she told y'all to get y'all ass up. Get up off of her. Okay. She might have said it aggressively, but it needed to be said. She said what needed to be said. Okay. We supposed to get it, right? You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like this. There are a lot of women that are in a position where it's just like they have no other choice but to go and get it. So you expect them to settle for less so that your ego won't be bruised? Are high earning women less attractive? Hell no. They look good. They the girls that I see when I go out to brunch. They're the girls that I see when I'm doing my online shopper, or I'm in my Amazon locker picking up my package, okay? It's the high earners for me. You know, I just thought that it was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm just like this. For one, who hurt that man? Number two, why you feel so strongly about it? Like, and what are you bringing to the table to even be making some comments like that? I have all the questions. So I knew that when I heard it, I was like, we got to talk about this on the show tonight. Like, I mean, what do you all think about what he said? He literally was just like, if she's achieved all of that, who's going to want her? A strong and secure man, a man that's trying to build an empire. That's who would probably want a woman that's a high earner. Tell me you guys' thoughts. I mean, she said that's a hot mess. I agree. It's just like, tell me what logic actually goes into that you felt like, for one, that was like okay to even say. And then I just didn't, you know, I have to definitely go. Now I want to listen to like the entire topic, but it's just like, that is not a good clip that you want circulating. Because there's some bosses out here. It's some boss chicks out here, okay, that's doing their thing. So I felt like it was just completely whack. I felt like it was also a hot mess. And I'm going to need them to get that together. So that was a little bit too much. I hope that you guys have definitely enjoyed tonight's quick topic. Y'all already know is lit, and what time of the night, you know, as we get ready to come to a close.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
It's time for the quote of the night. It's time for the quote of the night. If y'all don't know, I love to sing. Okay. Tonight's quote as we close out. So this is for somebody. Somebody's going to hear this. Somebody's going to receive it, and they're going to be able to take that with them. and I love it. When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond. That's where your power is. I'll read it again. Tonight's quote of the night. When you can't control what's happening, challenge yourself to control the way you respond. That's where your power is. Okay. It's funny, I've been very transparent with you all that I've just been on, my journey of just being a better woman in all facets. And in doing that, going to therapy, exploring those different things, really doing things to make a better me. I'm learning that every day I am responsible only for my actions and reactions. I cannot be responsible for that of others. When we look inside of ourselves, we have the power within us, right? It's not external. Your happiness, you being content in life, whatever it is that you're trying to do, that is directly tied to you and it's not tied to anyone else. So when you have things that are going on around you and you're just like this, oh my gosh, I don't know, it's all coming at me at one time. You have to be able to have that discipline or grow that discipline within yourself to say, you know what? I'm not going to allow this, or I will not be invested in this. Okay. It's very, very important to make sure that we're checking on self and making sure that self is good. Okay. Because that is truly where the power is. You can't have power over another, but you can have power over yourself. So I hope that that's a word that can reach you and in any way teach you. Okay. Let me get into these comments. She said, yes, exactly. Give yourself grace. I agree. We have to do that. And, part of it is just recognizing the things within us. And it does end up going external. It does end up making some changes and some impact on that realm of things. So I wanted to share that with you. If you haven't already, make sure that you are following me on all platforms. It's your girl, MzMetchi, in case you didn't know. Okay. I'm on all platforms at MzMetchi. That's MzMetchi. If you haven't already, also make sure that you're following the Blueprint Media Company on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter at the BP Media Co. And y'all, I be over on TikTok acting up. So come on over. The water is fine. We have a good time on TikTok. So make sure that you go and follow me over there. I want to thank my two special guests for tonight, Shronda Armstrong. Make sure that you all tune into the Q Chat podcast and check her out, and also support the Go Queen movement. Okay, she is doing her thing. And Jaiv Ru, I see you. Shout out to the Boss Fluent and FluentRadio family. Okay, and thank you all for having your recording artist be on my show as one of his first press runs for his project that he has going on, and for all of the things that's going on. Like, they are truly family, y'all, and we got some things coming up that will be unveiled soon that I'm so excited about, and I'm extremely thankful. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. If Mel or Sandra is on the live still, I love y'all, and it's all love. I appreciate you 100%. Shout out to my girl, Be Your Own Kind. Okay, and also, where would we be without my amazing sponsors? Fiya Infusions, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, Tax Strategy, and Black Dollar Days, y'all. Next week, I got a special something going on. Okay, if any of my people tune into Jocelyn's Cabaret on the Zeus Network, my girl Lexi Blow is coming back to give us some updates from season 3 of Jocelyn's Cabaret on the Zeus Network. So you guys make sure y'all check it out. Lexi Blow is thebomb.com. She is an entrepreneur, a dancer, baby, a reality TV star. She is a boss, and she is coming back to talk to me, and I'm super excited about it. So you all make sure you come back at 6:30. She is coming on at the top of the hour, and we're going to get it in, y'all. So thank you so much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye-bye.